Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of the Coaches Show. I'm Curtis Ford.
And I'm the Narvis Turner.
D, Valley gets another loss again, 37-14. Unfortunately, Alabama A&M got the best of us. It just didn't happen this weekend. Just didn't happen.
Well, two lonely touchdowns scored by Paul Cox and Kenneth Datney, but we just fall short. Better luck against Jackson State next week.
But let's really get out of the football mode for a second. You want to take a week off?
Let's take a week off for the football.
Take a week off from the football. Let's get to the females. Let's get to the women Devilettes, MVSU softball. Scrimmage game this past weekend. 2 games against University of Memphis. We came up with a split, day-night doubleheader, and they split. They took 1 of 2.
Yeah.
First game, 3-1 Memphis. Second game, 9-3 MVSU. What'd you see out there, D?
Well,
talk about that first game.
Well, the first game, Memphis is a big school, Conference USA school.
Yeah, Conference USA.
I played baseball, and we actually beat Memphis last year, and that was a big victory for me and my teammates. I've been here for 4 years. That's probably the biggest school on the biggest stage we played.
Oh yeah,
we beat. So coming in, I looked at the girl, and they could look kind of nervous because they was like, we playing Memphis, and MVSU hasn't had that success really against Memphis. But the girls came in, and the pitcher, she did all right. Alicia, she came in, she did right. But errors was made by the team due to you have a lot of freshmen coming in due to a lot of first game jitters and just basic small things like that. But I tell you what, the second game they came out and they put the pound game on the University of Memphis.
Now on that second game that we like to talk about, we see MVSU take a big lead early. Bases loaded in the first inning. Grand slam.
Oh man!
Is it safe to say that the nerves were gone in that second game?
Whatever Coach Lee Smith told them after that first game, he needs to tell them that before every game because those girls came out swinging a hot bat. I'm talking base hit, home run, just home run after home run. They scored 6 runs in the first inning. So that tells you right there that those girls, their minds were focused. Freshman utility player Natalia Coravius. First pitch she seen, she didn't play the first game. She came out and first at bat, the first pitch she seen and just went deep. Just no problem, over the fence, home run.
And that's the kind of thing that is going to bring me to my next point right here, Nervous. MVSU's recruiting class this year, we got 11 new girls.
Strong. This is probably the best recruiting class since I've been here.
They look great out there. These girls look great out there. We saw Jessica Sandoval. I saw you said something about her at bat. What did you see out of her? A freshman coming in here from L.A., California. What did you see out of her at bat that lets you know that this recruiting class is going to be all right?
The first game against Memphis, they down 3-1. It's 2 outs. And she comes up. As a freshman, everyone's thinking, oh, she's a freshman. She's just going to strike out and roll over.
That's usually a 1-2-3 right there.
1, 2, 3,
slap hands, let's get out of here.
But she really showed me how tough she is. She got the count all the way to a 3-2 count. The first pitch in 3-2, she pulls a rocket down the line over the fence. If it would stay fair, it would have been a home run. Now, after that, as a baseball player, pitcher trying to throw you something off speed, get you to roll over, pop up, in and over with. But the pitcher made a mistake. She fed her a fastball, and it was just an absolute seed to the right side of the infield, like just a shot. And that at bat, I mean, the Valley still lost, but that at bat showed me that these girls are ready to play softball.
It's like that's what you see your juniors and seniors doing right there. In the 7th inning, last inning of the game, softball. That's a tough time right there, especially when you're down. This is college softball. It's pretty much over with. You're gonna put in a good pitcher, and it's gonna be locked down. You know. But when you have a freshman come up there who's battling like that, that's all you need. That's all you're asking for as a coach. That's all you're asking for.
And that lets the coaches know that they're doing their job to keep that freshman prepared and keep them mentally and physically ready to play the game.
And then we have Yasmin Battle, freshman outfielder from Florida. I overheard Coach Smith talking about her the other day. Won't stop getting on base.
Just a hot ceiling. She's just a freshman. She can slap, she can bunt, she can do anything. She's really kind of like playing. under the wing of senior center fielder Money County. Because she really, both of them slappers, both of them, they're in the same hitting group with one another. And it's just they feed off one another. Because they're both in the same 1-2 lineup. It's two tough outs right there. Because both can slap, both of them can hit, and speed-wise, track meets.
What I like about the both of us, like those two hitting back to back, is that Yasmin's in front, she can get on base, Jimmy can run, and then Money comes up, and she can slap, but she's got a little pop behind that slap.
She does.
She can put that thing down the line and have it run into the corner down there.
She hit a couple ground ball with eyes against Memphis, and when they had their little inner squad. So she's, as a senior, she's putting in her part. She's doing her work, and she's handling her business. What I like about her is she's also teaching these young freshmen how to transform from high school softball and travel ball softball to Division I life college softball. And she's doing a great job of that.
You gotta like the way Shayna Ladner is progressing this fall.
Oh yes.
One of the key factors, all SWAC last year, big player for our team, and you gotta love that she's going deep. She's going deep. She's getting her pitches, and she is driving them out of the ballpark. You gotta like to see that. Well,
I'll tell you what about Shayna Ladner. She has a pair of the biggest calf muscles you will ever see. Like mammals. And when she sits in that box and when she swings that bat, infielders prepare for a tough time trying to pull the ground ball. And if it's in the air, it's gone. Like her and Nicole Burr, the two heavy hitters on the team, to me. And Nicole, when she gets in that box, she looks like a woman amongst girls. And it's like everything changes when Nicole Burr steps in that box. It's
good to see our team with that 1-2 punch, you know what I'm saying? With the big bats in the lineup right there. Because that's all everyone wants to see is the middle of the lineup producing.
Yes.
And it's good for Coach Smith and our softball program to know that these girls, when they come up, they're going to do their job. These girls bring it day in, day out. And that's all you want to see out of a game like this. You got to play the game every day to see who is the best team. And these girls are constantly bringing their mental game to the game.
Well, Curtis Ford sat down with Coach Lee Smith, the head coach of Mississippi Valley State University's softball team, for our first edition of the Delta Devils Double Play.
Thanks, D. Coach, welcome to the studio.
Thanks, Curtis.
I'd like to talk a little bit about it's 2011, bringing 11 new recruits. Tell us about your new additions to the team.
Well, we added 4 transfers in: Kisti Kamaka, Alicia Lorenz, and Cassie Riviera, which is a D2 transfer. And we have 7 freshmen that came in as well, and they pretty much all across the country. They're doing a very good job, and we're doing a lot of good things with a lot of new kids, and having them is adding depth to our team, and that's the most important part.
Now, we go to Memphis this past weekend. First game, 3-1 loss. Tell us what happened in that first game, what you saw there.
I thought in the first game we had our opportunity to score early. Shayna got on, Alex got on. I thought we had some good things, just about time hitting. I thought we had a few defensive miscues. I think that we had worked on earlier the week in practice, but we didn't capitalize on what we supposed to been doing. And Memphis put us in a lot of hitting runs. I think they had 6 hitting runs, and I think some of the girls just put their bats out there and did a good job. I thought Alicia did a great job of pitching. She had that just one bad inning. But overall, I thought Cassie came in the game. She changed it up, throwing a lot of off-speed stuff. So I thought we did pretty good in that first game, but just didn't come out on the victory side. We had 8 hits, they had 8. So just won 3 games. So.
Now, second game, we come out there, and it might have been a whole nother club out there or something. I don't know. You think that 3-1, playing with Memphis for the full game, pretty much, like you said, it was just one bad inning. They come out there next game, and everyone was hitting that second game.
Well, I thought, when they came back, we had got a couple of hits off that pitcher at the end of the game, and we probably would have had another inning or so, would have had that same result, might have could have came. But the first game, we just came back because after the in-between game, we just told them, hey, everything was just even on the board except for the run. And so our kids just came back there more in attack, more in pull. Plus, we was just more comfortable because it's hard to get off the bus and just go and play. So that second game is a little bit more at ease. You feel a little bit more comfortable. You realize where you at, that they're a Division I team, you're a Division I team. Let's go out and play some ball now.
Now, we're talking about Yasmin Battle and Money Cameron at the 1-2 spot in the order. How do you like those two girls?
Well, I think both of them are doing a very good job. Money's got a lot of speed. Jasmine's got the pop in her bat for a slapper, so it's kind of hard to play her because you can't play her up and you can't play her back. So you kind of like more going into a situation where kind of how we're going to play together. So that makes the team on the other end have to think a little bit more how we're going to pitch to us. But Monet's speed is just great. So if she get on base, it's just, she's probably going to be able to steal second. So we just, at that time, we just need Yasmin. Hey, she can drive it deep, or she can move her, or she can put it on the ground where she can still be moved. Maybe we can hit her in for a run. So those things, I think both are doing a good job, and Brianna's doing a great job too. So we got a good mix right there.
Now, let's talk about the senior class. You've talked about the younger girls. You got seniors like Monet, Cameron, Shayna Ladner. How do you think that what's their role going to be this year?
Well, Shayna did great last year. She came in and batted over 300 for us, and that's a good thing if you can do that at Division I level. Monet was hurt most of the season last year with her arm and stuff like that, and then in the fall she was hurt last fall. I think having both of them on the field with Ladner being able to hit very well, and Monet with her speed, I think they can come in and change the game. And so it's when anytime you're looking at players that can be game changers, I think those two players that can change the game. Then we have Ashley Hobbs that's been doing good for us over the years. She's a senior that's been here the whole way. And then we have Diana Parada playing short, great defensive shortstop. So when you look at that, and then we got Rochelle Harris, a small kid, but got a lot of pop in the back, as yourself.
Like you say, a very experienced team. What's their overall expectations for this upcoming season, Coach?
Well, without a doubt, with us, it's always about winning a SWAC championship, going to regionals. I think this team is a team that can advance through regionals or have an opportunity to get to the point of where to play for the first round of regionals instead of kind of getting bounced out the first two games. This is a team that has that type of ability. But first of all, you got to win SWAC. And you got to win your conference games to get there. So it's a process right now. So it's the non-conference and it's the conference games.
And real quick, what do you think? What do you think about the competition in SWAC this year?
It's then got better. I mean, Jackson State is a proven team. I know they brought in a lot of recruits from some junior colleges that are very, very good. So it's going to be tight. And I know Alcorn is going to have a good team. Alabama State is always going to be right there. They're a pitch or two away from having a great team. And Alabama A&M is going to bring back a lot of experience this year on our side.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you for your time. Team looks great. Everyone's real focused. Can't wait for this upcoming season. Back to you, D.
We'd like to thank Coach Lee Smith for giving us that great interview. And when we get back from this commercial break, we will talk about the second game against the University of Memphis.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get into the second game of the doubleheader. Day-night double dip. Again,
I love night games.
Mississippi Valley comes up. They came out swinging the second game.
Well, the sticks was hot, and then it's like Memphis was just feeding them fastballs, and they were just tagging them, just hitting Oppo tacos and just over the fence, dead center, and pulling it down the line. It was a great inning to be a Delta Devil with 6 runs. 6 runs that inning, so that lets you know that mistakes were made by the pitchers and we capitalized on those mistakes.
You got to credit the coaching staff right there for telling You know, the girl's sticking with the game plan right there. Get your fastball, get your pitch, and you put the bat on the ball. Yeah, if you're looking for your pitch, put the bat on the ball, it's gonna be successful 9 times out of 10 right there.
And I was at that game actually, and just you lose to a good school 3-1, kind of down, and it's sad, and you like, I don't want to play the second game. But these girls came out like that was the first game, and they just came out like yelling and screaming in the dugout getting it up, and it was pretty good. They kept their team spirit up and their team morale up.
You know, his team kind of reminds me of 2008's team. We saw Shayna Mitchell, Aisha Liddell, all those girls. Remember those girls back then? Yeah. Those girls were some ball players.
Yes.
They were ready to play. What does Coach Shanks say? Ragamuffins. They're gonna bring their lunch. They're gonna play all day. But yeah, it was a great game. The second game right there. Great game. We saw a lot of newcomers stepped up and kind of. They earned their respect.
Kim Spivey came in on the mound and absolutely shut it down, just throwing strike after strike. She would get herself in the jam and get herself out the jam with the help from her defense. Money Cameron made 2 tremendous catches in center field. Was going out and going and getting them. Ashley Hobbs showing a great arm. Like, she almost threw somebody. She didn't throw her out, but she was close to throwing her out. And that defense and that pitching staff is great. Kim Spivey is going to be the ace of that club. And it's going to be great for him.
Now, we talk about Kim Spivey. This girl brings the heat, She brings the heat. Tremendous fastball, great life on it, great velocity. And then the off-speed pitches just seem to just fall off the table, Denarvis.
I was at an inter squad they had, and she was pitching, and Alex Robinson, which is probably the best hitter on the team, she was the hitter. 0-2 pitch. Alex fouled one back, the next pitch, and the next pitch she threw her a 0-2 curveball. And it was so deadly, she made Alex look ugly when she swung that bat. But she's a great pitcher. Like you said, nice life on the fastball, off speed, just drops off the table, and her changeup is pretty deadly too.
You know, we've seen her numerous awards over the years in her tenure at MVSU. It's going to be great to see her come out as a junior this year. Really, a lot of experience on the mound, pitching some of the biggest games in the history of this school, possibly. And she's going to be out there this year, and I just know she's going to be focused, D. She may run the table on the swag.
I remember her pitching against Alabama. She gave up 1 run in 4 innings. That game right there let me know that she had a high ceiling. She still has a high ceiling. Very just potential. Just the sky's the limit of her potential. And I can't wait to see her this year.
Now let's talk about the returner, Alexandra Robertson, the biggest bat on the club.
Yes.
This girl really. She's almost like a professional hitter. You know, people talk about Miguel Cabrera, and that's all he does is hit, hit, hit. That's all Alex Robinson does.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Hit, 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 Denarvis.
She, like, when she comes to the dish, it's like she automatically knows what she's about to do. She puts the team on her back. May I say it again? Like, she absolutely has a keen vision to hit the softball. Right field, center field, left field, wherever the ball is pitched, she hits it. And it's a sign of